blind twat!
I'll go look for.
I heard you the first time!
Coming up, she is an actress, a dancer, dance instructor, and has performed for almost 2 decades.
I remember when I was asked at 7, 8 what I wanted to be, I always said I wanted to be a nurse. And it was always very surprising for people because sometimes they will correct me and say, do you mean doctor? And I say, no, I want to be a nurse. And my mom, for instance, would just look at me and like, oh gosh, she doesn't understand this. People usually say they want to be doctors, not nurses. But why do you want to be a nurse? And my reason all the time was because I wanted to be able to take care of people. So the options for me then as a kid was either be a nurse or be a flight attendant. Because, I mean, then you had personal contacts. First, you're the first port of call when people come into your space.
What was she doing out at night? Why was she walking alone with a man?
Why was she not at home in her parents' house?
What was she looking for?
Ashewo!
She talks about her experience on the production of Hereward, an all-female cast theater production with a strong global presence.
First time that we did Hereward was like, okay, I know what the stories are. You know, it's just to connect, put yourself in there, deliver to the audience, leave it there and go. But sometimes you get shocked. I have several different stories that I can tell from Hereward. I've had an experience. I remember one show after which a woman came up to me. You can tell that if this woman is not yet a grandmother, at least her kids are grown. And she asked to come backstage. It was just one of those days after the show, just really very exhausted. You just want to stay in a corner and get your strength back. And she had waited in the foyer of Muson Center for a while. She didn't see me come out. Every other person had practically come out. And so she came to the back, to the green room where we were, and asked to talk to me. And I was just praying in my mind that, God, one, I hope this is not somebody that I've met before and don't remember, or somebody that I've done something to and has a complaint or something. And she had tears in her eyes, and she said for the most of her adult life, this is the first time that she felt that she could hear her voice telling her story. Seeing me on stage, talk about the experience my character had being raped, that she had never had the courage to tell anybody something that happened to her when she was young, and that for the first time watching the show, she feels now that it's okay to talk about it.
Oh boy, something go happen. Oh boy.
Hereward has been a strengthening, has been an encouraging, and I mean, you mentioned working with an all-female cast. It has been a gift. You need to see when we bond together. You pinch one person, you have touched everybody. Everybody will just come at you. You have an issue. All one person needs to do is just hear about it, and then the whole group rallies around you. You know, they're women, they're sisters, they're mothers, they're teachers. It is such a blessing. I mean, come on. You cannot be in the same environment as the Dame of Dames as a Taiwo Ajayi with a Taiwo Ajayi license and live the way you came. Mommy J, Joke Silva, I call her my mother. She's been my teacher, my friend, companion, prayer, everything, go for years. And she's just as she is. Whether we are acting together, she does not look at her and say, oh, these people are younger. Everybody treats us well. It's a family.
Here to collect our brother's property. Yes, if I ever see the leg of Iyala Yababalayi in this again, you will meet your maker.
She has also packaged and taken part in several tailored workshop-based dance and drama skits centered on issues like workplace ethics, gender equality, girl-child education, HIV and AIDS, breast cancer, and female genital mutilation.
I am a product of several workshops, training sessions, physical and written or physical and just conversational mentorship programs. And so I know what it does for a person. We were having a conversation earlier, and I said to you that I respect job descriptions. That I can put colors together or just put a skirt and a top together does not make me a costumier. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. I won't, because it's not my job. If you're interested in doing it professionally, go and learn about it. You wear clothes every day and go out. It's not the same as dressing a character to play in a film or on stage or wherever. You know what I mean? I had a neighbor the next building, and the woman was really loud. So every morning you must hear her speak her language, and she had this obsession with wanting to speak English. So she would be on her balcony and she'd be yelling at her kids downstairs, 3 flights up, and you can hear her speak the dialect and try to put the English in between. So once I know the time, once she starts, I sit by the window. So as she's saying it, I'm repeating and recording. So I'm recording her, I'm recording myself. So later on, when I'm on my own, for a period, I decided that, okay, when I'm going to the market, I made friends with some women in the markets who were Ibibio or Efik women of Efik or Ibibio descent. So I would go to the market. I'm buying stuff from them, but I will sit down, take 10 minutes, have a conversation.
Zara described her mom as a storyteller and the fun memories that she experienced.
Oh, my mother was a storyteller, God rest her soul. She would not miss an opportunity. You do something or you see something, you ask her a story. My mother will you ask her a question. My mother will look for a story to tell you. I've got so many stories to share with my kids. There's a story of how the tortoise got the thing on his back. There's a story of, I remember the story of my mom telling me a story of why the pig, you know, when we see pigs, they're always, with their nose. My mother had a story for that. You know this line on our back as human beings? Oh, my mother has a story for that. It's a story about a stubborn child, like that. So it's very memorable for me. I missed my dad growing up, but I remember his face very vaguely because he passed when I was about 8.
You tell her.
What are you even doing here? Did I not expressly warn you not to show your face here again?
Say you deaf. I don't ask you question. Why go tell him come in no work for factory?
I don't owe you any explanation. As a matter of fact, get out.
If like say all the mad happy, so because of small power like
As an actor, I hope that I can leave. People can say of me, she didn't leave the stage or the screen with anything. She always left it there, because I know that when you leave it, you're lighter. You can go on with your life purposefully. Your mind is free, your mind is open, there's no hate, there's no anger. I want to be able to look back someday while I'm still here, whether I'm still performing or not, and see people whose lives I've touched.